Y'all, I literally did the craziest thing I've ever did in my life today. I put in my 2 weeks notice at my six-figure paying job, and I don't have any plans. Let's talk about it. So, I really can't even believe that I had this conversation, but it was very important that I had the conversation because who was I kidding, right? I'm showing up to this place. I know I definitely don't want to be here. I'm dragging my feet. And if I'm being completely transparent, I've been doing this type of work for a very long time. I've been in retail management for years. I'm still very young, but that tells you like how long I've been in it if I'm talking about years. Like I'm at the point where this is really all I know how to do. So much so that it made me feel like I couldn't do anything else. I don't have a college degree. Um, I'm literally just out here with experience, but I knew, like, at some point, I knew that this wasn't going to work out anymore. It's just not. It's nice to be able to do something in your sleep, but when it doesn't fill your cup, well, when it doesn't fill my cup, it doesn't make me feel okay. And I guess I struggle to decide, like, is this the best decision for me? Is it gonna be harder because I'm used to a certain amount of money coming in each and every month? You know, I'm gonna have to get up and work for it. What will I do afterwards? Do I go pick up another job when I know in reality that's not really what I want? Um, what is it that I do? But I just knew that I couldn't stay where I was because honestly, having to pick myself up every day, get up every morning, going to a job where I'm dreading it, like every day, is that weight harder to carry? Like it's to me that weight is heavier than having to get out here and hustle for my money or find other ways to get it to provide stability. I would rather be out here grinding to get that money, but also being out here living and doing something worth my time. I'm not gonna sit up here and say that this job was never worth my time because I enjoyed the people that I was with. I enjoyed the people who, came to me when they needed advice, whatever the case may be. That brought me joy, but not when I'm leaving myself out. There's things and skills that I feel like are untapped that I won't be able to tap into unless I remove myself from this environment. It's the scariest thing ever because I really don't know. Like I really have no idea what's gonna happen after this, but all I know is that I'm about to bet on God. I've been betting on God. I've been having this conversation with God, and I would always take little steps of faith. Like, you know what? I'm gonna believe in God. I'm gonna do this, but I think this is the real deal. Like the first time where it's like you talk about betting on God, well, you better show up and show out this time. You better do it because this is the time. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. And if you're in the same position and you're thinking about doing what I'm doing right now, the best advice I could give to you is sit with it on your own mind. Don't tell anybody about it. Not right away, at least. Because what I'm struggling with is going to certain people who I'm not sitting up here saying they don't have my best interest at heart because I really do think that they're coming from a good place. The intention is right. Um, but a lot of people will tell you, like, you need to do this, you need to do that. Are you sure about this? And these are legitimate concerns. However, I know that this is not what I'm supposed to do for the rest of my life. So any other conversation that comes from these people, I honestly feel like they're operating out of fear. And because this isn't a new idea for me, this wasn't impulsive, this wasn't something that came up, 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, you know what? See y'all. Somebody at work pissed me off. Bad. Like it was never none of that. This was something that I had been sitting on for, to be honest, a couple of years. And I haven't even been in the same job for a couple of years. I literally went from one job to the other that was very similar because, again, I could do this in my sleep. So I've been sitting on this idea for a long time. Like, when are you just going to actually give it up? Go do something else. Go push yourself to be something better or more. It doesn't make me better than the current position. It's just me tapping into those skills that I haven't tapped into, like my true potential. I believe I have a calling out here, and my calling just ain't in that store. Like I can't get to it there. I the good thing is the difference between this job and the other ones, I still work my 40 hours a week. But when I tell you it's a full 40 hours, like it's a full 40 hours. I am in there. Like I'm not in there on my phone. I'm not in there like thinking about nothing else. I am at work. And when I leave work, work is with me. Like I can't turn it off. So if I can't turn it off when I come home, that tells you that I don't really have time for myself. I never have time to just relax, take a load off. Um, I don't really know the last time I just been present, like in the moment. I can't explain it to you, and I don't want to like just blame it on the job because it's not just about the job. It's really about me and my capacity. Like I know for a fact that I could do the job that I have. I just no longer have the capacity for it. When I get off, I don't have the capacity to do the things that I would like to do the things that I enjoy. I only have space for when somebody needs me at their job. Like, and I don't know who's listening to this right now, but if you've ever been a manager and a really really invested manager, you know what I'm talking about. These jobs are emotionally taxing, and I love my people, but I feel everything that they feel, and I take it with me, and I still got to deal with my own stuff. Like life just be lifing. That's one thing about it. Life don't stop for nobody, like at all. And I had to sit back and think about what it is that I wanted to do because I don't think that this is the first time that I've been faced with this challenge. I've seen it in multiple forms. So if I had to take it all the way back, when I was in college, I was going to college, about 15, 20 minutes away from my hometown. I was originally going to go out of state. And the reason why I didn't is because I knew that my grandmother, she was getting older. I knew she had certain ailments that she just wasn't going to last too much longer. I kind of felt it in my heart. I wanted to be present for that. And sure enough, within my first month of college, she passed away. I wasn't far from home, but it really flipped my world upside down because me and my grandmother were just so close. Even when she didn't live with me, I pretty much lived with her, even though I didn't. I would ask to go over there. Like, even, I would be there from Monday through Friday. She was basically my babysitter. I remember, like, Saturday morning would come, and I'd be like, can I go back to grandma's house? Can I just call her? So I was with her all the time. So you can only imagine when she passed away, my whole world was different. I didn't even really know how to function. But I ended up getting a job, just started working, and I always wondered in the back of my mind, like, if I went out of state like I planned to, maybe I would have stayed in college. I don't really know the answer to that, but that was something that always kind of played in the back of my mind. So now that I'm here, I actually relocated just short of 2 years ago. Went from one job to the next one. This was like my ticket job, like golden ticket job, the one that I always wanted. Sure enough, within a month, something big happened. My mom started having some serious health issues, and never really had to experience this with my mom before. She's never really been in a hospital as long as I've been alive. So it was shocking, just as, my grandmother passing away my first month of college. So now I'm being faced with things like, do I continue to stay out here where I'm living? Do I move? I don't really want to go back home. So just like I went back home last time, I stopped going to school and I went back home, even though I was working. It's kind of like the same challenge. Do I stay where I am, knowing that retail doesn't provide me the flexibility to go back home and visit when I want to? Or, do I just leave this job, stay out here, and try to figure it out until I figure it out? I'm really at the point of where I want to bet on myself. I want to make sure that I'm available for more people in the world. I feel like I have certain gifts. I want to touch people's lives. I want to speak. There's something else I want to do that this job couldn't provide for me. But I'm up for the journey. And I will keep all of y'all updated on what's happening. If you out there, you thinking about it, just know you're not alone. It's going to be tough, but like you are not alone. But I will keep you updated. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.